Hello everybody, my name is Vector and welcome to this brand new video where today I have actually a bit of an interesting topic that has been on my mind for quite a while now regarding the terms of Call of Duty and the whole gaming community in general, and what I feel is slowly becoming the problem in our community and what we need to do to possibly change it, at least in terms of Call of Duty. So that is why this video is going to be called The Perfect Call of Duty. Now, for a while now, you guys must have seen, if you guys are watching on YouTube, watching Call of Duty videos, picking up those tips and tricks, you can't have avoided everyone, or at least a few people, moaning about how the Call of Duty is rubbish now. We all want boots on the ground and balance fun weapons and score streaks. And a good example of that would actually be Black Ops 2. I felt like that was a very balanced game, which turned out in the end. At the beginning it was a little bit unbalanced, but Treyarch quickly actually, which is the company who made Black Ops 2, actually quickly attended to all these faults, and it was made to be quite a balanced game, and I felt like it was the most balanced Call of Duties that has ever been around, and still fun, and that's what I feel like we need. Everyone used to talk about how COD was very boring, repetitive. Over the years it was the same thing, and then they started to try and revamp Call of Duty, and I will say they took a good turn in the right direction. Some people may disagree with me, but you can clearly see it has gotten better from Ghost to Black Ops 3 right now. I think the community's in a decent state, but the reason why a lot of us are still angry at Call of Duty is because mainly the developers do not listen to what we ask, but really there's more to it than just that. We all want boots on the ground, balanced yet fun weapons and score streaks, and an accurate game accuracy in terms of what meaning. We don't sit there wondering how that just happened, how did he just kill us. Now, a good example of a game that kind of goes against this would be more Counter-Strike, the Counter-Strike series. It's very good with skill-based matchmaking and skill-based basically, it requires a lot of skill to play the game, and if you guys have ever watched my my first CSGO video, you guys could see that I was definitely struggling at the beginning, being a COD person, coming over to a completely different game. It felt completely new, and it took me quite a while to get better at it. We also need meaning to the game. Now, if you guys don't know what that means, basically we need a reason to pursue winning the game, or we need a reason why we should actually do the campaign, or do something in the game, or keep playing it, because that's what games are trying to do, right? They're trying to make you play it and want to get the next one and the next one. Call of Duty did this very well. And the start went around COD 4, MW2 and all that. There was a lot of meaning in the game. It was a very fun game, and I've played it, by the way, so I have personal experience with this. And it was definitely a game that I wanted to keep coming back to. Unfortunately, games like, I'd say definitely Call of Duty Ghosts or Advanced Warfare, I just did not feel like there was much meaning to it. You could say yes, skins, but skins don't really change the game for you at all. CSGO has a fun way of matchmaking, and you instantly have that reaction to, I want to get better at this game because I'm not good at this game. Call of Duty doesn't take, I have a lot of respect for the pro players, Scumpy, Formal, Crims, and basically those sort of people, who play Call of Duty a lot will definitely be in a different skill bracket, but it doesn't take a lot to really get good at Call of Duty, or at least get decent at Call of Duty. It's a very friendly game, while CSGO is more based on, skill, and that's what I think interests the audiences today. I think, back when Call of Duty was first around, it was a new game, and people went into it completely blind. I will say there wasn't a lot of top shooters back then. That was a very competitive scene back then, so definitely Call of Duty felt a lot more fun, just being able to run around, get kills with your friends and, have fun in the game. Unfortunately, the scene is different now. Everyone's a lot more competitive, when there really isn't a lot of meaning towards the game, and I think we definitely need to see a lot more reason why we should play it. Linking back to my point about the game requiring a lot more skill to play, without that, I don't think Call of Duty is going to get any more light than it already has right now in terms of people enjoying the game. And right now, it's got a fair amount because Black Ops 3 definitely introduced something that we're more familiar with and we enjoy more. And I will say Black Ops 3 is a very good game, and it's very good in the start of pursuing a better Call of Duty in terms of jumping, boosting. It definitely pursued Advanced Warfare's jumping tactics, jumping maneuverability. Advanced Warfare introduced us to something new, and Black Ops 3 just kind of improved on it, if you will, and made it so that it's a little bit more skill based, with the verticality and all that. But I definitely think a lot more care and time needs to go into these games, which actually links on to my next point about taking a bit more time to develop the games instead of just throwing us one every single year. I think that's kind of the reason why the CODs are starting to go down in quality each year, because they're not getting enough time to do it. I know we have 3 companies now making COD, but the problem is now only one is really getting all the credit because they produce what we like, and that's at the moment Treyarch. They produce quite a very good game. Unfortunately, games like Advanced Warfare, which and Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, who make COD, Ghost, and Advanced Warfare, they're not getting much light right now because of the way they introduced the games to us. Now, a game that did this very well, which I will introduce again, is Black Ops 2. Very fair, very balanced, and, definitely had a lot more meaning and fun to it. It was like a game that you wanted to play because the maps were good, there was a wide range of guns, and, it was a fun game. Now, we can't have the games being too complex or too, unfair. Because if that's the case, and it's too hard for anyone to really play, because you got to remember, this is the console game. PC is a different story, but consoles are generally dominated by a lot more younger audience now because they're so much easier to purchase and they're so much easier to get into compared to PC gaming. The problem is, I don't believe the community is able to receive these things the way the Call of Duty community did back in COD 4, Black Ops 1 times, because nowadays, now I'm not saying in all lobbies and all the time, there is a general stereotype about children being just screaming, trash talking people who just make your game experience very bad. Now, in my opinion, that is very wrong. There is a large proportion of those that are just fair and, don't use their mic unless they really have to in the game, and trying to just have the same experience as everyone else is trying to have. Now, there is a small proportion of children on Call of Duty who are definitely very salty and just want to make everyone's lives or experience really bad on Call of Duty, but that's not the general atmosphere of Call of Duty. But because of this stereotype, most of the adults, the older people, have moved on to games like CSGO, Battlefield. Now, I'm not saying that's bad, but the problem is Call of Duty is losing more fans every year, and until they do something about it, it's just going to keep on going like this until the whole game is dominated by children. And when that eventually comes, the problem is Call of Duty is going to have its reputation pretty much down the drain. It's gonna go. It's going already. And if that happens, you know, Call of Duty is gonna lose all the respect it used to have around COD 4 MW2 days, when, you know, I'm not saying everyone enjoyed Call of Duty back then, but there was a large proportion of the community that enjoyed it, and that's why COD was, you know, remarked as a very good game and a very fun game. Nowadays, it's a lot different. What Call of Duty needs to do is it needs to change and completely revamp in the skill-based system to where it feels like you're actually benefiting in the game from putting your time into a game. Now again, a good example would be the Counter-Strike franchise. Definitely a more respected game nowadays compared to Call of Duty, which isn't completely gone yet, but I feel like with the way it's going, you know, with the game just becoming more and more friendlier in terms of anyone can pick it up, compared with Counter-Strike, it's losing its respect fast, and I think we need a definitely more skill-based system to the game. So, that's been my point of view on this argument. Let me guys know what you think in the comments down below, and if you really feel like you want to add to this, make a video about it. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. Leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, link in the description. And yeah, guys, I think I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.